I'm going to tell you today how to optimize testosterone without spending a cent. Obviously, there's an amazing amount of products that can help now, supplements that'll help with all areas of testosterone. But today we're talking about how to optimize testosterone without supplements. Now, one of the biggest things you can do that'll make a massive difference in moving the needle is optimizing sleep quality, guys. If you're getting 5 to 6 hours a night sleep, that is the number one damn known handbrake you're going to find on your testosterone. We found studies with Navy SEALs, which, if we're talking about tough guys out there, I think Navy SEALs take the cake. They were sleeping 5 hours a night for 2 weeks. Their testosterone declined the equivalent of 10 years of biological aging. Once they got them back to sleeping normal night sleep as well, it took 8 weeks to return to baseline. So if we can see even guys who are hardened soldiers are going through 5 hours sleep a night and aging 10 years in terms of how low the testosterone declined, I think it's a pretty big hint that if we can get our sleep more towards 6, 7, 8 hours, we can have a massive improvement on testosterone. And sleep is free. Now, next one we can be looking at is dietary fats. Now, dietary fats we want to be having at least 30% of our intake because the building blocks of hormones are dietary fats, cholesterol, right? So to have an actual building blocks, the raw materials you need to build a hormone, you need to have adequate dietary fats from a good range as well with your polyunsaturated, your saturated. You need to be having a good range of fats, your avocados, your pumpkin seeds, your nuts, your olive oils, your nut butters. You need to have a good range of fats. Your fatty meats as well can be good. Salmon with some of your red meats in smaller amounts. These can be really great things to make sure you're getting a good 30% of your calories from dietary fats because those there, without the building blocks for testosterone, the rest of the biohacking we're about to be talking about gets thrown out the window. You need the building blocks. You can't build anything without it. So dietary fats, 30%, and get a range of sources. Really important. So sleep, fats. Now, finally, is stress management. Now, I'm going to do this from a little bit of a different angle. The best way you can optimize stress and the amount of exposure we get to cortisol is actually training, right? So guys, if you're not training right now, if you're not doing resistance training, it is one of the best ways to fight back against stress hormones. They found in a 12-week trial of training 4 days a week, where cortisol got declined by 40%. Massive. There's very few supplements, things otherwise on the planet you can do to reduce cortisol by 40%. By just exercising 4 days a week in a 12-week study, showed in humans that we drop cortisol by 40%. So that's my 3 big tips: is training at least 4 days a week, getting 7 to 8 hours sleep per night, and getting in adequate dietary fats across a range of sources. And those things there will optimize your testosterone without spending a single cent.